One lady was thinking she purchased a house, paid off the house, and she has no longer have to pay taxes. Her house was sold in auction. She was getting letters and saying, why I'm getting this letter? My house is paid off. I don't owe anybody. This is a mistake. Are they kidding? Because I believe that you pay taxes only when you owe money to the bank. Once you pay off, you do not owe no one. One day we knock on her door and say, sorry, ma'am, we became the legal owners of the property. We purchased your house on auction. She says, wait a minute. You are mistaken. My property is paid off. What are you talking about? Ma'am, look, this is document. We are the owners. She says, okay, I think it's a mistake. Give me a copy of the documents and I'll go to the title company or I'll go to the city. I'll check if that's true. So we left her documents. In 3 days, she calls us and crying. I have lost my house. I worked so hard. The market value of the house was $550. We purchased for $350. This lady lost a house because she did not know that once you paid off your house, you still owe to Uncle Sam. Hello, I am David Kiriluk. Welcome to Enter Talks, where we talk about real estate and business. Foreclosures are going up every month, 10 to 15%. Last month were 14% more foreclosures. A lot of distress inventory. People thinking, oh, if it's an auction, I can buy a good deal. Bargain. You need to do your homework. You need to do your due diligence because auction properties are very dangerous. Be very cautious with auction properties. Lots of problems. In order to buy property on auction, you need to do your homework. What? You need to order full title report. You need to read everything and see if the property is cleared, because you buy property as is with a lot of problems. I was a witness when people were buying properties on auction, bidding against each other because they were thinking the prices was low, like starting price $15,000, $65,000, $112,000, $150,000. The value of the property was like $300,000, $500,000, $600,000. They were saying, oh, that's a deal. And we are, as a professional real estate investors who come to auction every week, look at each other, smile, and think, what a dumb people. You know why? Because they didn't do their homework. For example, here I will read something which title report gives. Property once owned by name of the company and then properties may have issues. There is a huge company, there are 3 companies in Sacramento area own a lot of properties and they went to foreclosure. And they have created a lot of problems because sophisticated investor knows how to create you a problem. So these properties we are not buying as investors. If I see this property in the past was owned by name of the company, then it says properties will have issues, I am not buying. It doesn't matter. 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 purchase price. I don't care because I know I will have issues and I will have surprises. Another thing, reverse mortgage loan to sale. Second HUD loan will require release. So you buy a property and there is, second HUD loan will require release or will require payoff. 7 irrigation liens, 23, 26, totaling $7,146. Court enforcement notice, limited power of attorney, and 433A violations. You need to know what it is. That's only one person. This is just one property I'm reading. Another property can go back full value deed. Last dog was recorded 1980. Name of the land title recorded. I don't tell the name of the company. Title recorded A&D mortgage loan to sale, notice of default HOA, direct hit for 2003 support judgment. What amount of judgment? I have no idea. No, I do have idea because I did my homework. But when you just get, there are title companies can give you briefly description about the property, not detailed information. Even if they will give you, there is a support judgment. You need to know what kind of support judgment, how many support judgment, what interest, and so on. Another, 2 possible welfare liens, 1974. Can you imagine how much money government already put? 1982, no title company on a mortgage loan, and this is a very famous mortgage loan company in America, to sale. So how can you do a transaction giving a mortgage without title company? Well, something creative, something strange. Then another property, lease, pendens, second deed, lenders versus owner, possible 1995 welfare lien. Then another continuance, name of the title company, title recorded, reverse mortgage, loan to sale. Second HUD loan will require to pay off. Another property, second deed of trust, this amount. HUD loan will require release. Yeah, sometimes you buy first position loan, deed of trust, and second will disappear. List pendens were lender. Direct hit for 2 federal tax liens. And it says 2020, 250,000, 2021, 8,000, and so on. So what's happening? Once I was buying property from very sophisticated homeowner. I never met him before I won the property. He had 2 loans the same day, the same numbers. Let's say, I will make it numbers. I will not tell you exact numbers. Let's say 150 and 150. So he took 2 loans at the same day recorded. And when I went to the title company, did research, I didn't know that everybody was confirming me. This is a first deed of trust. So if I buy first deed of trust, for second I do not pay. But the smart thing was that I purchased second deed of trust. And I had to find a way how to pay the first. The seller was thinking, if I purchase a second, I will not own the property because I purchased the second, not the first deed of trust. So when you are doing auctions, you have to be very careful. I would recommend you work with the professionals who already have experience working on auction, know what to buy, what not to buy. Guys, it takes a lot of time, a lot of opportunities, a lot of good deals. 90% of properties on auction have issues and complications, title problems, condition issues, and occupancy concerns. You buy a tenant and tenant sign agreement with the previous owner to stay in the property. Sometimes you cannot break it. You need to honor the contract. So this is what's happening. Then people say, okay, I don't buy auction. I will go to buy REO properties. I can call banks and I can get direct deals. I can buy 25 cents per dollar. I was thinking too, I'm smart. So what I did, I hired people. They called me for a couple months, all REO properties, banks, and asking asset managers, do you have properties for sale? No, we work with a real estate company. We're working with another company. What they do, they do not leave money on the table. They list properties on auction. If they do not sell, they list property on auction to sell with tenants. They put low price to bid, but they will not, you win the property, but you are not getting the property because they put the high price reserve not met, and they will not give it to you property. I've won a lot of properties, maybe over 20 online, and I have not received them. So while they do online, they starting eviction. They evict the tenant, and then they repair the property, and then they list on the market. and they are trying to get top dollar. So people will say, oh, I will buy from banks. I do not want to pay retails. But it's not. Very hard to buy properties low. So this is not like easy like people say. People say, oh, market will go down, I will buy very low. You know what happened in 2008? Market went down, banks were not financing, and what? Lenders, hard money lenders, are very smart. Why they have to loan you money when the property which worth $350 was on the market for $70,000? He knows that market goes up and down. So the hard money lenders, instead of lending people money, they were buying properties themselves, and then when market pick up, they sold the properties and they started doing again hard money lending. So that's what's happening. Don't think that you are smart as. There are someone smarter than you. The market outlook. Everybody says, oh, market will go down, I will make money. No, market will go down unless Federal Reserve makes unpredictable move and prices will stabilize or go up. Yes, you need to make decision yourself. If you believe the market will go down, make smart decisions. It's easy to refinance than to get a new loan when the market is down. Thanks for watching Enter Talks. Please subscribe to our channel, make comments what you would like to watch, and see you in the next one.